Falcon, what's up, and welcome back to the channel for yet another FC Finch Eaglemoss review. It is going to be a classic rewind kind of day while we wait for some new products, and today on the table, we're going to take a look at the Star Trek Official Starships Collection, issue number 9, the U.S.S. Defiant, the Defiant class version, the toughest little ship in the galaxy. No, it's not the Millennium Falcon, it's the Defiant, baby. And without further ado, we're going to get right into it and take a look at the magazine. So I'm going to move the ship off to the side so we can get a good look at that magazine. And of course, we have a nice orthographic shot of the Defiant, looking really good, like the glow of the star collectors, the running lights, little glow right here. I believe these are like warp containers or something like that. And then of course we have Defiant class, launched in 2370. Sorry for the glare. Length of 170.68 meters and a maximum speed of warp 9.982. It is the U.S.S. Defiant NX74205. The X designation meaning experimental. P04 profile, ship views, designing and building the ship, filming the ship on screen, and of course we have our stand instructions, relatively straightforward. It is the U.S.S. Defiant NX74205. It is constructed in the Antares Fleet Yards, launched in 2370 at a length of 170.68 meters with 4 decks, 40 crew, a max warp speed of warp 9.982, 4 pulse phaser cannons, 6 torpedo launchers, and captained by Benjamin Sisko. And we have some nice upper shots of the deflector, the bridge, and the warp nacelles that are integrated into the ship. And yeah, cool little ship it is. And of course, everybody knows how I feel about Deep Space Nine right now. It's my favorite series. So U.S.S. Defiant NX74205. The U.S.S. Defiant was built for battle and was armed with pulse phaser cannons, quantum torpedoes, and a cloaking device. Don't forget the ablative armor. Got some shots from Deep Space Nine here. And then of course we have Starbase 352, I think it was, the Defiance Warp Core, and then of course there's the shuttle bay. Yes, we do see it in the episode The Sound of Her Voice, believe it or not. I believe that's the season 4 or season 5 ending. And then of course we have some first contact shots, of course, where we got the tough little ship designation, Worf in command. Very cool, and I believe this was the first encounter with the Breen. It should be noted that the Defiant to come after this was christened from the rechristened, from the U.S.S. Sao Paulo NCC 75633, and that did not have a cloaking device. And then of course we have the plasma vents. There they are. See, I do read the magazine sometimes. There we have our nice orthographic views. Very, very cool looking. Defiant, just sleek as ever. Really awesome. Got the escape pod hatches, the targeting sensors, the running light, and then of course the detachable warhead, this forward piece right here. So very cool. And then, of course, we have designing to define a whole bunch of shots as to what she could look like. Kind of looks like a Y-Wing cockpit right there. Bringing the Star Wars into Star Trek. And then, of course, we have, I believe this is the Valiant concept. Fun fact, at least, we're not going to call it a fun fact. From what I hear, the reason it was not called Valiant is because because the Voyager was out at the time and they didn't want anybody getting confused. That's what I understand. Then, of course, we have some more shots of the Defiant coming closer and closer to reality. And then of course you have some nice some nice shots, not orthographic, excuse me, views of the Defiant, nice head-on view right there. And then of course, unfortunately, the destruction of the Defiant right there before she was rechristened from the Sao Paulo. And then of course we have a nice upper orthographic view of the Defiant. So there we go. And for our typical standard instructions, you already know how this works. You have our base, we have our peg, and we're just gonna put this right in there, and you bring in the ship, and it is just going to sit right towards the back. You really got to kind of push it in. Mine does not like to stay buckled in the stand, but there you go. And if we can bring the camera down just a bit, we can see it's got a flying off into outer space pose. And let's get a good look at the Defiant. And I love the detail on this ship. This looks really, really good. There's just tons of nice detail. Got a lot of nice panel lining and whatnot. You got a lot of shades of, it's kind of like a light gray mixed with a bluish gray. And then you got kind of a beige, and then you got some molded detail in here looking really good. You got strips of molded detail right here. And then of course you got the red pennant lines going all the way around the bridge. Nice little bridge dome detail. You see the bridge kind of recessed in there. Love the frontal view of this ship. Of course, no nacelle missile. It's kind of hard to misalign nacelles on this ship. Then, of course, we have the registry on the bottom, NX74205. It is on either side, and you can see we got all kinds of deck windows. This is really cool just because, and I say this over and over, you'll never see this when it's sitting on the stand. It's just kind of cool that they included it. You got the Federation pennant moving on towards the warhead area. Again, there's the deflector in a nice blue paint. Transparent plastic for the Bassard collectors on the cells, all recessed in there, looking good. And you can see you got it on the back. It is a bit, I know on the XL, it is a bit of a different kind of texture for these. Looks really, really good. I do not have the XL, so we will not be reviewing it. I do not plan to buy the XL because I think this is a perfect size for this ship. Yes, I know Eaglemoss doesn't go to scaling, but I do try to scale as best as I can. And then, of course, you have the plasma vents done in a nice kind of turquoise color. They look really good. They really pop. I really think, and I forget if the XL had it, I really think that this will look great with some transparent plastic. I think they did that for the XL, but I'm not sure. If you have the XL, let me know in the comments if they did include the transparent plastic for the vents. And then again, you got more molded details. All this panel lining just looks really, really sweet. Got a little molded detail towards the back end of the cells. Then, of course, you got the retro Thruster detail and looks really, really nice. Again, just a really nice, you know, it's, again, I constantly say about the bland Federation color palette, but I really like when they include all these different layers. It kind of gives this different depths of color, and that is really, really cool. Got these venting structures right back here. And again, moving to the bottom, you can see towards the back, Defiant 74205. Love how they include that little detail. And then, of course, at the front, you have NX74205. So, again, she's a small little ship, but, man, does she got it where it counts. So, there you go. And for a couple quick comparisons, we'll bring in the Defiant with the Enterprise DXL, of course. And you can see the Defiant fits right inside the saucer. And this, I mean, again, the Defiant should be a lot smaller than the D. Defiant was about 1/3 the length of the D, and it's just under half right here. So, really close, but, again, the Defiant should be a lot smaller than the Galaxy class, but no less tougher. There we have a nice frontal view, and that actually looks really, really good, looking real sharp. And then, of course, we have from the side, there we go, the Defiant just got that sleek profile. You can see the Defiant almost fits inside the saucer of the Enterprise horizontally, so that is really cool. And yeah, so there we go for a comparison with the Enterprise. And just because it's him, yes, we're gonna do it with his old ship, RIP, the U.S.S. Saratoga, a Miranda class. And there you go. And of course, again, definitely not to scale. The Miranda class should tower over it should be just about 100 meters longer than the Defiant. So again, close but no cigar. And then there you go. Both are really slim profiled ships, though. Definitely got it there, and just looking really, really good. And of course, there we have Sisko's To Love with his love on board this one. And that is it for comparisons. So let's summarize. And there we have it for the Eaglemoss official Star Trek Starships Collection, issue number 9, U.S.S. Defiant. The Defiant class tough little ship. And yeah, this thing is an oldie but a goodie. Nothing more can be said there. Got a decent heft to it, especially given its size. Love the paint palette on. Lots of nice little details. Definitely a really nice tribute to the ship, and just kind of an early on taste of what we could expect from the Eaglemoss collection. I love the fact that it includes the transparent plastic. I think that was almost a definite for this ship, especially being one of the hero ships of one of the series, in my opinion, the greatest series. So again, chef's kiss. And yeah, definitely a cool little ship, especially if you cannot get the XL version, which in my opinion, I think this size works fine enough for me. But if you love the ship enough, definitely I don't think you can go wrong with the XL. I'm not sure if this is available on Master Replicas. I think it will be. If I find it after I film this video, I will put a link in the description down below. You can check that out. Of course, you can check out Master Replicas or realmerch.com for any more of your Eaglemoss needs. I am not sponsored by those guys. I make no nothing off this recommendation. I am doing this as my gift to you. We're all fans here. I want everybody to be able to get the models that they want from this collection, especially if you're a fan like myself, and this is what we have to keep us going in life. So definitely head over there, check them out, pick something up for reasonable. Don't pay scalpers if you can avoid. And that being said, that is going to conclude this review. So if you found this review fun and informative, hit that like button down below, please. That helps me out. Also, if you are not yet subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. I will be doing Eaglemoss on a regular basis, especially with new ships coming in. So definitely check that out. I do Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Stargate, especially when we get more Stargate ramped up. And hopefully if somebody picks up the Expanse collection, I will do more of that as well. And that being said, that will conclude this review. I have been FC Finch. Thank you so much for watching. Live long and prosper.